Welcome back, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys are having good luck with all of your gardening and all of your projects. And without further ado, let's get to today's projects. As you can see, I finished all the gabions. I finished them yesterday, actually, right before dark, around 8 hours worth of work. Man, those things are no joke. But as you can see, there's not a lot of rocks around here any longer. So there's less of a rolling my ankle tripping hazard. So we harvested as many rocks as we could. I'm guessing about 6,000 pounds. And then over here, we're doing some experimenting with treating this wood. So this is some Douglas fir. I burned it with a torch and burned all the sides of it lightly. Now the hardware store didn't have a flamethrower, so I'm using this for now. If this works out good, I'll go to Sierra Vista and go to the big box store and see if they have some. I finally have an excuse to buy a flamethrower. Yeah, this is awesome. All right, what else was I working on? Okay, so before we started building this, my friend Shane and I realized that the door, once it swings out, it's going to hit the frame. So today I solved that problem. We put in these little brakes, or I put in these little brakes. Now I had to design these so it wasn't something I was going to hit my ankles on or bump into when I'm walking around, so it couldn't stick out too far. So since I'm into welding, I have some scraps tubing laying around. I didn't do anything to these other than clean them up and then weld them on. And then to keep the door open, I welded this strap to the container here, and then I welded on a tube here onto that strap, and we'll open the door right now. I'll show you how this works. So if the wind comes out and it's, so there's the brake right there. So it hits the brakes, and if I want to keep the door open all the way, I took this old pipe and a broken old wrench and welded that together. And there we go. And that'll keep the door from closing. So if the wind picks up, it doesn't slam into me and throw me across the yard. And it won't open up all the way and hit the roof. That's as close as it'll get. I didn't want it to get any closer, so it's pretty dang tough. I can slam this thing open. The wind's been kicking through here trying to hit me with the door, but it just won't happen. No sir. So didn't cost me anything to make that. It was just some scraps I had in the shop, and I'm pretty satisfied with the result. It's not super duper fancy, but it didn't cost me anything. That's like the biggest thing. So yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go get a flamethrower, ladies and gentlemen. A freaking flamethrower. But I'm just gonna be using it to burn the wood. I don't have there's no xenomorphs or anything like that out here to battle. Not yet. No zombies either. Thank God. So, here's what I'm using. A linseed oil. I don't even know if it's the right kind, but I learned this from watching the Green Dream project. Same with the Gabions. Jim and Jessica built a very large rain harvesting system, and I don't think they did gabions in every pool, but that's where I got the idea for it, because it does get really windy out here, and these things do not move now. They are just rock solid. They don't wiggle, they don't move at all. They're totally solid. So yeah, we're gonna go get a flamethrower, and that's it for today's video, you guys. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you have any questions or comments, pop those down below, and as always, keep building. And probably help if you could see my mug. Yeah, keep building and try to be good to each other. Some of us aren't here for very long, and gosh, it feels a hell of a lot better to be kind than to be mean and nasty and hateful, at least in my opinion, and that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to keep doing that going forward. So God bless you all, and peace.